fun, and if you're worried about the toxicity, there should be a mute feature. I've been begging for it, man. So if it ends up in the game, I'd be the most excited person.
There it is. Agent 00, thank you so much for joining us today on 2K.
The Chicago River winding its way. And let's... Well, you better believe it. Outstanding, David. Thank you. Another edition of NBA basketball. And tonight, we've got the Indiana Pacers playing against the Chicago DA. A lot of optimism. Thanks, DA. Now let's take a look at the Bulls' opening lineup. Levine at the 2 with Porter at the 3. Markkanen and Carter are up front, and it's White in at the 1. And for Indiana, Warren and Turner at the 4 and 5. Then there's Oladipo. Then there's Malcolm Brogdon. And it's Holiday in at the 2 spot. Markkanen passes to Levine. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Over Holiday. And it's wide right. Hits off the rim. And it's Warren with the ball for the Pacers. And Coach Jim Boylan agreeing to a multi-year extension with the Bulls this summer, Greg.
And taking that interim tag off his title as head coach, Boylan, with over 30 years of coaching experience, afforded the opportunity to continue developing this young core.
That one goes in.
The prototype of the new guard. Long, quick, highly skilled. Zach LaVine has no trouble taking it inside.
Down low, here's Warren, and a great assist by Brogdon as that one goes in.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
No excuse. You have to be aware. He should be on your radar all the time.
Out of bounds, Indiana takes possession. And so here is Indiana. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It's going to be on Wendell Carter.
And a player who flew under the radar last year, Malcolm Brogdon. Pacers wanted to add him over the summer. Got a hefty deal from Indiana to lead the Bucks. Exactly the kind of player that the Pacers need.
White looking around. Porter dishes to White. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
There's always been a level of savvy to Porter's game. Beautiful pass.
Levine against Holiday. He feeds it to Turner. Yes, that goes in. Turner's got his second basket of the game.
Attacking the defense with the pass. Don't need to be a hero.
Bulls have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Now here's White. 20 points for him last game against Orlando.
Yeah, and I look at his total effect on the scoring, both as a passer and a shooter. Incredibly productive.
For Indiana, they've gotten their first 3 shots to go in for him to start off this game. And stolen by White. Here's Levine. Basket good.
You see Levine's filled out his frame, shakes off contact, and completes the play.
Holiday goes in. Here's Turner. Oladipo for three. That ball. Nice speed that time from Turner.
And good to get him going early. That shot should give him some confidence.
When he's feeling good, he can help you stretch the defense a lot.
Pass to Levine. White against Brogdon. 6 on the shot clock. And it's Carter missing.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
So many NBA players now have their talented children playing in the NBA or in college and will soon be in the NBA. Smitty, whose kids stand out to you as potential superstars?
Hey, Kevin, Dale Curry, for sure.
No, wait. Okay, I could have gotten that one. Steph Curry. Who else, though? Who else catches your eye?
I think up and coming, LeBron's kid, Shaq's son, D-Wade's, and that's what you love. You see a lot of these guys, and it's great for me. I remember when they were little, Kevin, and now seeing them win in championships, being able to play on that stage is unbelievable.
Bitadze can't hit.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
Satoransky with it. He gives the team some steady offense, a bit under 10 points a game. Kicks it to Dunn. Tries yet again, and there it is for him.
You know, this is where Dunn's best, shooting the jumper.
Indiana leading by 4. Holiday, the pass to Turner. Indiana moving it around. And the Pacers can't get it to go. For Chicago, they've gone 50% from the field to this point, 4 of 8. Pass to Dunn. Back to Satoransky. And he finishes nicely on the layup.
Beautiful call that time up the floor. The hard screen frees him up for the bunny.
Holiday, the pass to Bitadze. Got a hand on it, and they get it back. The kick out to Holiday. On deep. Thaddeus Young grabs the miss. Here's Hutchison. Done outside. Got it off in time. And no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game.
Is that real?
Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Pacers?
Well, they used the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
You know this, the team that dictates the pace typically rules the roost. We see that here early on.
In a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. So for Chicago right now, we've got Valentine. He's out there with Dunn, and it's Hutchinson in at the 3 spot.
What I like is when Chris Dunn keeps his poise, keeps his eyes up, good things happen.
Rejected by Young. Here's Hutchison. Looking at his point production, he averages almost 8 points a game.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Starter in this league for almost a decade. Thaddeus Young's numbers, Greg, won't blow you away. So what is it that makes him a winning player?
I think it starts with his defense, Kevin. Drawing charges and getting deflections. His quickness puts him in a position to make those effort plays.
McDermott, great positioning on the putback.
And those second chance points really become almost like bonus points when you can get them.
And here in the second with about a minute and a half gone by, Dunn outside. That one falls, his second basket of the game. He's now 2 for 3.
One of the stronger point guards we have, Chris Dunn, often does his best work in the paint.
Sumner passes to Bitadze. And the call on the and yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Hutchison's shot is off. Last outing for the Bulls, it was a loss to the Magic in Orlando. Unloads from 13. And once again off the mark by Indiana. Here's Young. Rebounded by McDermott. Pacers trail by 4. And it's blocked. And they're moving it up. Here's Young. And Young slams it home.
Playing with high energy, outworking the defense up the floor.
And I just love it when the fast break results in a high percentage look. Not always the case these days.
And Sumner gets it to go.
I'm not sure who was supposed to be on him that possession. I mean, apparently neither did the defenders.
And there's the pass to Valentine. Young outside. Here's Hutchison. And Young kicks to Dunn. That's in, coming off the assist from Young. 6 points for Chris Dunn.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Here's Sumner. Chicago grabs the miss. Their last encounter was in Chicago.
Yeah, and their last time out against this club, turnovers really did them in. Just way too many mistakes.
A combination of unforced errors and just poor decision making. They need to be much better in that aspect of the game this time around.
That is good. And the Bulls' lead is cut down to 6 points. That one good for McDermott.
Doug McDermott is not just an outside shooter. He has a nice touch inside as well.
Pass to Cornette. The shot that time, not on target. So the Pacers will take it the other way. Here's Sumner. And down it goes, jamming that one home.
And he shows us all what the breakaway rim was invented for.
Can you believe he almost brought the whole thing down by hanging on that long? Here's Hutchison. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Hutchinson's got 6 points.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
26 seconds left to play here in the half. And he goes up strong with one hand and flushes it down.
Doing his job on the glass and doing it with force.
And Greg, it's not everybody in the league who can make those kinds of plays.
You know, this is one of his specialties, keeping plays alive, creating second chance opportunities.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Here's Sumner. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Dunn. One second left. That's good from Holiday on the assist by Turner. Holiday's got his first 2 points of the night.
Maybe not the most dynamic player off the dribble, but Justin looks good when he's being fed.
And that...
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
And we hope you enjoyed it was a closely contested first quarter for Chicago. Some good moments from both. That's all for now.
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. One of the stories here, Chris Dunn getting it done today.
Yeah, the passing he brings to the table on full display through the first 2 quarters.
The engine that makes them run. He's been able to push the action, and he's making great decisions.
Warren and Turner at the 4 and 5. Then there's Malcolm Brogdon. Then there's Oladipo, and it's Holiday in at the shooting guard position. They're the group for Nate McMillan starting the second half. And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, there's not a lot of NBA players who come from Finland. Now there's Lauri Markkanen. Before him, there was Hanno Matala, who was actually Lauri's high school coach. Markkanen is soft-spoken and family-focused, but he says everything starts from basketball. All the decisions I make are based on if it helps me on the basketball court. Kevin?
Terrific attitude. David, thanks.
Right there, the burst of Zach LaVine. Once he gets a step on you, it's hard to catch up.
And it's Brogdon off the drive. Banked in off the glass. Brogdon's got 5 points so far. Coaches talk about young players needing to experience the playoffs to understand that level. Smitty, why is that so hard to simulate without going through it?
Kevin, reason why is in the playoffs, everything is taken to another level. Also, you're seeing this team night in and night out. They know your plays. You know their plays. It comes down to just execution, and you can't have careless turnovers or those brain freezes you have in the regular season.
From deep three-point range, LaVine can't hit.
And when you are as good a shooter as he is, you have the confidence. You have to have the confidence to take that shot. It might not always fall.
You know what another option is? Just give the ball up. Let someone else make a play.
And the officials calling for a 3-second violation. A moment now to see how the schedule is looking for the Pacers. On Saturday, they'll be matching up with Al Horford and the Philadelphia 76ers. Then on Wednesday, they'll be taking on Klay Thompson and the Golden State Warriors.
And this is a perfect situation for them coming up. They'll be facing a lot of teams that they should beat, and those games will be at home. Can't ask for a better stretch of the schedule.
Stolen by Carter. Left side, Porter. Knocked away. Stolen by Holiday. Here's Warren. It's blocked. And so it looks like the Pacers will retain possession here. The Pacers making a switch here. Holiday's checked in, and a change for the Bulls. Saransky's checked in for White. Here's Holiday. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game. Excellent D there from Markkanen.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be, because he is so strong in the paint.
And there's no doubt that this team views Lauri Markkanen as a big part of their future. Many slept on Markkanen in the draft, but he could be a star.
Inside, here's Turner. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed. Turner's got his third basket of the night.
All about the team. Justin Holiday looking for the open man and finding him.
LaVine against Holiday. And LaVine, here we go. And the shot goes down. LaVine's got 10 points. As you said, Smitty, Markkanen has the potential to be an all-star someday.
He's not quite there yet, Kevin. Not by any means. Needs to take a jump forward and go from being a shooter to an all-around scorer.
Satoransky against Holiday. From deep. Satoransky gets the bucket. Satoransky's got his second bucket of the game to go.
Not completely comfortable yet as a facilitator. Markkanen working on that aspect of his game.
Here's Warren, and there are the Pacers with another bucket.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Chicago leading by 5. Satoransky finds Markkanen, and it's Aaron Holiday with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Doug McDermott, he's checked in for Aaron Holiday. Shaquille Harrison, he's checked in for Chicago. 52 seconds left in the third quarter, and the layup's good off the glass.
That's a well-timed, well-coordinated play. Comes right off the pick or the lay-in.
Right wing. And here's McDermott. He's a good contributor to his team, averaging about 10.5 points a game.
Consistency all game long. He's going to continue, I think, to have to take it over to get them back in the game.
Now, Sadaransky. He has 5. On the wing, Levine, guarded by Holiday. And Levine throws it down.
Some people say Levine settles for too many jump shots. This time, he doesn't.
Now, here's Oladipo. 5 points in the game. Basket, good.
And some kind of switch must have been flipped at halftime because both teams are getting after it.
I would have loved to hear the coach's speech because they really took heed to it. Like you said, both teams playing at a different pace.
Here's Markkanen, and that one released in time, but no good. And so it's... And now let's go back to a play from earlier as we show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the big fella here showing us he's got some point guard skill here with the tremendous setup.
Let me tell you, when you can run offense through your bigs, you give the defense just another thing it has to try and take away.
We've reached the fourth quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. On the court for the Bulls, getting this fourth quarter started. Markkanen is out there with Porter. Then there's Thomas Sadaransky. Then it's White, and it's Harrison in at the 3, the small forward. Brogdon against White. And Brogdon, here we go. That one good for 2.
And you want him taking big shots for you in big moments. That one was as easy as it gets.
And I don't think he expected to get that good of a look. Poor communication defensively.
A putback. The rebound by Turner. Warren with the ball. Now guarded by Porter. Here's Brogdon, and he banks in the layup.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
A little over a minute of the fourth quarter gone right now. Porter in the corner. And some nice ball movement here by Chicago. 5 on the clock. Right side, White. The Bulls need to get a shot off here. The shot by Harrison, no good.
Yeah, but the hand in the face, it's critical that you contest his shots every time down the floor.
Brogdon the pass to Warren. And a great assist by Brogdon as that one goes in. 6 points for T.J. Warren.
I don't know what's happening defensively, but they're not putting up any resistance.
Passes it to Markkanen. He kicks it to White. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. It's going to be on Miles' turn.
And that burst of speed, sometimes White just too much for a defense, which is why you see them compromise.
Aaron Holiday is checked in for Indiana. Carter, he's checked in for the Bulls. Zach LaVine comes in for Sadaransky. White against Brogdon. And it's sent back by Carter.
That time, Carter's length and vertical paying dividends. He has tremendous potential as a rim protector. Talk about making halftime adjustments. You love what they're doing with him now offensively.
Pacers trail by 5. On the wing, Holiday. Those 3-pointers off the mark. Bulls have gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play. And Markkanen gets it to go on the assist by Levine. Markkanen's got his first points in this one. And the Pacers call time here.
And Coach can't like what he's seeing, trying to get them refocused.
It's so easy to get run over when you lose even a little edge. Look for them to come out much more aggressive.
A chance now to recognize our Jordan player of the game, Zach LaVine.
Yeah, and his percentage from the field tonight seems almost made up. I didn't think it was possible to have that kind of success
shooting the basketball. You need a little bit of luck, a bunch of hard work, and a whole lot of talent.
There must be something about playing in a hostile environment that drives him. He is really fed off that. He gets a chance now to catch up with the fourth member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Hey guys, I was able to hear Nate McMillan talk to his team during the break. He said, we're too concerned with their shooters right now. We've got to close off the inside. They are gutting us. He pleaded with his guys. Come on, let's take a stand. Kevin?
And he could tell his guys were dragging a little bit, calling timeout to kind of let them catch their breath.
That free throw, no good. And he's good on the second. And here's Levine, who brings it up for the Bulls. 6-point lead. Pass to Hutchison. Here's Gafford, guarded by Holiday.
2 minutes, 2 o'clock.
White against Brogdon. Just 4 to shoot. Out to White. Takes a 3, and they force the shot clock violation. Great team. And so it's Indiana with it. Brogdon outside. To the inside. Here's Turner. Oladipo with the ball. And one. Here we go. Good.
And that was the right call. When you need a basket, go to the guys you trust the most.
And it was great execution. Clutch effort all the way around.
The pass to Gafford. Over in the corner, White. Shot clock at 5. Hutchison passes to Levine. Over Holiday, and he dunks it down.
And, you know, it's one thing to get the offensive rebound, but then how about the loud bucket he's able to convert?
He was in perfect position under the hoop, Greg. You're right. Once he gets his hands on the miss. Oladipo outside. It's Turner, high post. Back to Oladipo. Indiana moving it around. It's Oladipo on the wing. It's a hand on it, and Turner stays with it.
The uncanny ability to time the tip in. He does this night in and night out.
Here's White. On the wing, Levine launches it. The rebound by Turner. So, guys, it comes down to this.
Time for your stars to shine.
It's deflected. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Back to White. In the corner, it's Levine. 11 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. On the wing, Levine. Again, Levine missing. And so the big win by Chicago in a tight game. A truly gutsy performance away from home.
You know, it really was.
puck pickups, upper and lower body fluidity, and goaltending. Unprecedented improvements to shooting, puck pickups, upper and lower body fluidity, and goaltending.
Recognize you, you're doing a great job, and we cannot wait for Next Gen and this next 2K21 launch.
Appreciate it, and we hope the community loves all the effort that's going in, because there's going to be some great stuff for them this year.
I am here joined by Snipes 2430, the most.
And with great attitude, his work inside a big part of the DA. Thanks. And a quick look here at some of the numbers for Sexton.
And guys, how about the surge of offense he's experiencing right now? These last 5 games, he's been a machine at the offensive end. A different score than he had been earlier in the season. We'll find out if he can keep it going here tonight.
And a look at the starters for the Cavaliers. Asman and Love are the forwards. Garland and Sexton man the backcourt. And it's Drummond in at the 5 down low. And for the Bulls, Markkanen and Carter are up front. Levine at the 2 with Porter at the 3. And it's White in at the point guard position.
When you watch Lauri Markkanen play, it's easy to see how easy it is for him to put up points. Attacks from all spots on the floor and has a great touch on that shot, especially for a man his size.
Just 5 to shoot. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Bulls will retain possession. And stolen by Drummond. And Garland with a clear path to the basket. Finished off the break.
Well, that kind of assist will make you very popular with your teammates. Kevin Love is adept as a big man at putting it on time and on target.
And really, Greg, the only knock on Markkanen is that he can be too passive at times.
And I suspect that will fade as he grows more comfortable in the league. You have to remember how young he is and missed a good amount of time with injury during that second year.
Here's Garland after the Bulls pick up 2. And in the first, a little over a minute and a half in. Osman the pass to Garland. Cleveland with a fresh shot clock. Passes to Sexton. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Bulls will take it. The Bulls have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Outside, Levine. To the middle, and stolen by Drummond. One-on-one fast break. Here's Osman. 9 points last game. Sexton deciding where to go with it. From about 19 feet. Rebound by the Bulls. Last game matched up with the Magic. Tough loss there. Here's Levine. And Levine throws it down.
This guy has got an insane vertical. Levine, no doubt. Obviously, times have been quite tough lately, but you have to think back to Cleveland's first and only title in 2016. LeBron's second season back in the city, and boy, did he deliver on his promise.
Here's Levine, following the basket by Kevin Love. Here's White. That one's in, his first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2.
Now, Zach LaVine is a solid passer. This guy entered the league as a point guard, puts it on the money there.
And that was an incredible year back in 2016. Of course, Draymond Green in that series suspended for Game 5. Doors changing the momentum.
Amazing to think, Kevin, how quickly things can shift and change in the NBA. Credit the Cavaliers. They made the bigger shots, and they had the best player on the floor in LeBron James. That was a season to remember.
Markkanen can't get it to go. Cleveland's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. Stolen by Markkanen. And here's the fast break. Porter leading the way. And Carter with the basket on the assist from Porter.
Boy, Otto Porter with the pretty delivery. That's nice.
Garland kicks to Sexton. Some nice passing by Cleveland here. Drops in the layup for 2. Sexton's got his second bucket tonight. Several lead changes going on here in the early portion of this game.
It reminds me of that Cameo song, Back and Forth.
And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Well, you just watch Levine play, and you can see the athleticism he possesses. Greg just explodes anytime he wants to.
And guys, with Levine, the speed and first step have always been there for him. But you can see the strength he's added to his game since his rookie year whenever he goes at the rim.
And what we've seen recently from Zach LaVine is his willingness to embrace more responsibility. And that has helped him become one of the game's most prolific scorers.
Catching up on the changes for Chicago. Luke Cornett, he's checked in for Wendell Carter. Young comes in for Lauri Markkanen. Sadaransky's checked in for Otto Porter Jr. And it's done in for White. And it's the Cavaliers with the ball after the Bulls pick up 2. Takes a shot at the elbow. Thompson. And there's Thompson putting it right back in.
Thompson, he has such a low, wide base. He is near impossible to fully box out.
4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Dunn makes it off the glass. And the Cavaliers with possession here. They trail by 3. Victory eluded them last time in Chicago when they faced the Bulls.
Yeah, and their last time out against this club, turnovers really did them in. Just way too many mistakes.
They were forced into tons of sloppy play, and I think they'll be looking to be more composed tonight.
And so it's Zach LaVine making things happen for Chicago. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. Welcome back, everyone, to the second quarter of play here on Noche Latina. Falanos. And taking a look at Chicago's performance here, guys, what have they been doing or not doing?
Well, they used the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
And we know this. Every team in the league now seems to be looking to play with pace.
They've got Thomas Satoransky. He's out there with Chris Dunn, and it's Cornette in at the center, filling out the middle. That's the Bulls 5 as we get into the second quarter. Now, so many people were worried about Chris Dunn's offense after his rookie year, but you know what, Greg? He's turned it around.
And gone from struggling to hit 40% of his shots to shooting better from the floor. Still a strong defender, and he's making people forget that his offense was ever a question mark.
Forrest, when you watch the game now, bigs playing on the perimeter, who can really defend and hold their own outside the lane we've seen?
Well, you think about a guy at the rim like Clint Capella, who is a great shot-blocking force. But in today's NBA, he's got to be able to guard the pick and roll, make the necessary switch. And because Capella has got great feet and because he can move laterally so quickly, he might be 6'10", 6'11", but he can get out and switch in the pick and roll. It is a thing of beauty to watch.
Denzel Valentine, he's checked in for the Bulls. Here's Windler, and he drops in the layup off the glass. Windler's got his first bucket of the night.
It always helps to have a big who is willing to find open teammates. Larry Nance proving how unselfish he can be.
To the left side wing. Satoransky, the pass to Hutchison. The shot's good on the assist by Satoransky. Hutchinson's got the lead up to 5 now for Chicago. And he lobs it up toward the rim.
Oh, and just a soft touch on both ends of that pretty alley.
I got to say, when he threw the pass, I didn't know where it was going. Pass to Valentine. We're closing in on 2 minutes played here in the second quarter.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that.
Stolen by Satoransky. And oh, here we go. Young's got it, the fast break chance. And the shot goes in. And the Bulls lead by 5.
That's their 3rd straight make off an assist.
Nance outside. Here's Garland. Off target from 3-point range. Bulls have gone 3 of 4 from the floor here in the second quarter. Valentine shot good.
And 10 of their last 12 coming off assists.
Now, here's Garland. Satoransky covering. Now, Garland. He's got 6. 5 to shoot. Pass to Windler. From deep 3-point range. Tries again. And the shot is good. The Chicago lead has been cut down now to just 5 on the basket from Thompson.
Yeah, Thompson just so focused. Even with the defense in his face, he still has the poise to be able to knock down shots.
The pass to Satoransky. Young outside. Fires the 3. They get the rebound. That shot off. Here's Nance. And the shot goes in. Nance has got his first 2 points.
Well, incredible speed in transition for Larry Nance Jr. Wow.
Pass to Satoransky. From deep. Can't hit that one. Nice D from Porter. And they go to the intentional foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
So Chicago going with an almost entirely new grouping. Wendell Carter, he's checked in for Luke Cornett. Markkanen comes in for Thaddeus Young. Shaquille Harrison, he's checked in for Chandler Hutchison. And it's White in for Satoransky.
So how about the Cavaliers head coach John Beilein making his NBA debut after 27 seasons as a college basketball coach? Think back to his time at Michigan, the first back-to-back 30-win seasons in school history. This is an excellent hire for Cleveland.
Porter's checked in for Denzel Valentine. And Doris, isn't it interesting? Coach John Beilein has never, at any level, been an assistant coach.
No, but he has made his way through the ranks, going from high school to junior college, Division III, Division II, and then right up through the ranks of Division I. So he now makes the final leap to the NBA. How cool is that, Kev?
Here's Harrison. Up again. It's good on the putback. Carter's got his second basket of the game.
Oh, a nice tip in to salvage the points from that missed shot.
Yeah, and those second chance points can add up. Oh, and a fast break for the Bulls. And that one is stuffed right through.
And you got to like the vision for Markkanen. I mean, a big man who knows how to find the open man.
Markkanen on the double team. And, oh, here we go. Carter's got it in the fast break chance. The shot by Harrison, no good.
Boy, that's the kind of look this offense is designed to create. That's just a tough miss.
And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Yeah, just nice strength there and then just off with the shot.
Cleveland shooting their first free throws tonight. The first trip to the stripe in this one. And the Bulls making a change here. Dunn's checked in. Here's Harrison. From out on the wing, he knocks it down. And the Bulls lead by 6.
And that set them apart today, guys. Their success with the mid-range.
Now, here's Sexton. Dunn covering. Here's Love. Got a hand on it.
And blocking shots mostly about will and desire. Markkanen showing he has it on that one.
And so it's Chicago. Thanks for the great interview, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of basketball. Followed.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, everybody. I'm Zach LaVine was the man in the first. He had 8 points and 1 assist. And that. I swear that it's
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. You look at Zach LaVine, he's really been playing well.
And you know he's going to put up points every time out, but boy, he made it look so easy in that first half.
Now let's see if he continues that trend the rest of the way. He certainly has the talent and the endurance to do just that.
And so in the game for the Cavaliers, Garland and Sexton man the backcourt. Ashman and Love are the forwards. And it's Drummond in at the center. Got it. Nice one there from LaVine.
Well, LaVine is a scorer, plain and simple. It matters not inside, outside. He's got it all.
There's Garland. The shot comes out. Excellent D there from Markkanen. Outside, White. Feeds it to Porter. Stolen away. And here we go. Lobbed up there for Love. The Bulls leading by 6.
Well, not an easy act to follow if you're Cedi Osman, right? You are taking over for LeBron James, one of the greats in the game, but I love his confidence.
Well, Cleveland shooting well, 50% from the floor. And it's Love penetrating, and the layup is good. Love's got 4 this quarter.
Well, that's just an impressive drive right there from Kevin. Puts it on the deck, be the aggressor. Nice.
And the 31st pick back in 2015, Osman, a do-it-all energy type of player, Doris.
Yeah, he was one of LeBron's favorite teammates when he led the Cavs. They trained together all summer. No better role model for Cedi than perhaps the best player in NBA history.
Terrific play call to give him a clean look at the rim. That's how you want to start the second half.
Well, there is nothing better than catching a rhythm as early as possible. And boy, that's a terrific start right there.
Wow, he got whacked on that, which shouldn't be much debate there.
Of course, you've covered so many great basketball players over your many years in this business. As a player, coach, now broadcaster, who has been your favorite athlete to watch or cover or report on?
All right, Kevin, you know I can't possibly name one, so I'm going to just throw several names out there. LeBron James has overcome so many challenges as a young person even before his NBA career. So his story is absolutely incredible and inspirational. How about Kevin Durant, one of the greatest scorers in the history of the NBA, or Damian Lillard, who has proven so loyal to his fan base and organization and is one bad man when a game is on the line in the playoffs.
And the timing just not there on that attempted alley-oop.
Just a missed connection, and it happens. I'm sure they will go back to it if given the opportunity.
Pass to Cornette. And Thompson sends it back.
That's where Thompson's length comes into play. You think you can sneak a shot over him, but he'll swat it right back at you.
And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. So for the Bulls, Valentine's checked in for Luke Cornette. Harrison comes in for Zach LaVine, and it's done in for White. Porter's checked in for Cleveland. Pass to Thompson to the right side. Indler. The putback. Great positioning on the putback.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Chicago leading by 3. Dunn right side. And Young kicks to Valentine. Clock at 6. There's the pass to Dunn. A little under 2.5 minutes off the clock now here in the third. Can't nail the jumper. Thompson outside. Outside Porter for the tie. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. Porter's got the game tied up here for Cleveland.
He can be a forgotten man in their offense sometimes, but the D still has to keep an eye on him.
Dunn passes to Young. Over Thompson. Knocks down the 10-footer. Young's got 7 points in the game. The Cavaliers have gotten 5 of 8 shots to fall for them in the third quarter. A nice 62% from the field. Here we go, one-on-one. And he goes strong with the one-handed jam.
Boy, that's about the quick hands of Thaddeus Young. He steals the basketball. Outstanding anticipation.
He can't get it to go. And it's the Cavaliers taking it the other way. They'll be off to Charlotte for a game against the Hornets. And they're in the thick of this long road run. That's the third of 7 straight on the road. And here's Dunn. He'll bring it up for the Chicago Bulls. A 2-point game. Young outside. Back to Dunn. Good on the shot. And the Bulls lead by 4.
And after really leaning on that three-point shot in the first half, seeming like they're just getting away from it here in the second. More of the shots coming from the interior.
Yep, that one goes.
And you could see he just caught a glimpse of the open man on the perimeter and immediately got him the basketball.
With 1 on the clock, and the last second attempt doesn't fall.
A terrific job, Thompson, relying on his length to get his arms up.
And the game still closely contested as we end the third quarter. Bulls lead by 2. And we're just moments away from the start of the fourth quarter. Stay with us. While we have the chance now, folks, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the big fella here showing us he's got some point guard skill here with the tremendous setup.
I'll tell you, in today's game, you want skill and decision-making at every position.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the fourth quarter in what is still anybody's ball game. Porter and Markkanen, the duo at forward. Harrison out there with center answer. And it's Carter in at the 5, roaming the paint. That's the 5 out there for the Bulls. Here's Windler. The basket good off the assist from Sexton. Windler's got the lead up to 2 now for the Cavs. Into the Bulls, shooting a tremendous 61% from the floor, hitting on all cylinders. Satoransky lays it up off the glass.
And you can feel the excitement in the building. Both of these teams pouring it on.
There's been a bit of a flurry here late, and this game may come down to which side gets a stop or two.
And Drummond kicks to Porter. Sexton the pass to Love. Just 2 to shoot. Windler's shot is off.
Listen, we know the mid-range game is in this guy's arsenal, but you wonder, should he have moved it just 1 pass more?
And Carter with the basket on the assist from Porter. And it's 6 points for Wendell Carter.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
We've gone about a minute and a half into the 4th quarter. Now here's Satoransky, defended by Sexton. And here is Satoransky. Out to the right wing, over Sexton. The shot by Satoransky, no good.
I think this is a spot he has got to become more consistent from if you want to command the defender's respect.
Hands it from downtown. Windler's got 9 points now in just the second half.
There's a certain resiliency to this team, and you're starting to see it.
No doubt, Greg. Keeping it very close. They're going to have to step up even more to get over the hump here.
Back to Satoransky. Over Sexton. And with that shot, the Cleveland lead is cut down to just 1 on the bucket from Satoransky.
And how about the execution, really when it matters most? He knew he had the height advantage and just got the job done. No need to pass in that situation.
And there's the whistle. 3-second violation.
Boy, not on the same page there. And in a possession ball game, that's a big mistake.
Levine's checked in for Chicago. White comes in for Satoransky. And Cleveland also making a change. Osman's checked in. Here's Levine, and the layup's good off the glass. And the Bulls lead by 1.
This guy is big time, unafraid in the moments that matter most. Levine, big time.
Here's Osman. Drummond controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. And guys, here in the 4th quarter, still a close game.
Instant classic, fellas. This one could come right down to the last shot.
Wow, hammering it in!
Body control, flair for the dramatic. Levine in style.
Here's Drummond. Here's Osman. And Levine comes to help. Osman, the pass to Drummond. Lobbed up there for Drummond. It's stolen by Carter. Lots of room. A shot off that time.
Well, the defense flat out awful right there, and he couldn't punish them for their mistake.
Here's Osman. That's in there. Love with the assist. Love's got his 4th assist in this one. And so White will bring it up for the Chicago Bulls. Outside, Levine. He just cannot miss. 8 up, 8 in. Flawless.
Big shot with time winding down. Clutch move by Levine.
Porter against Levine. Porter, no luck. Porter looking it over. Over in the corner, White. Back to Porter. Outside, Levine. Knocks down the 3.
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
I'll tell you, it takes confidence to pull the trigger in that situation. You love guys who relish the moment.
Second chance shot, stolen by Markkanen. And Levine with the slam.
Looking to close it out. That one might have been the backbreaker.
Well, at this point, they're so far up, it would take a real collapse to give this game away at this point.
Offensive rebound, Drummond, money!
Pursues the offensive glass with purpose. Drummond knows who he is, and boy, does he attack it.
Carter, the pass to Levine. Fires from deep. And so the big win by Chicago in a tight game. They didn't make it easy on themselves or their fans, but in the end, everyone's satisfied.
I mean, there was some time.
unprecedented improvements to shooting, puck pickups, upper and lower body fluidity, and goaltending. unprecedented improvements. Shooting, puck pickups, upper and lower body fluidity, and goaltending. Unprecedented improvements. Shooting, puck pickups, upper and lower body fluidity, and goaltending.
The most My League online wins. Snipes, how you pulling off all these W's, man?
Man, I don't know, man. Just hard work and dedication. I'm just putting in the hours, putting in that work. Definitely in the gym, getting those shots in.
Definitely. So what kind of setup do you have when you play My League online? Like, what are you doing with your friends, with people you play with? Like, how does that look?
And a glimpse inside the locker room. Players' final few moments to prepare for the game. Before we get to talk about this, David, some new ground certainly to look at. Thank you. Let's check out Indiana's starting lineup. Warren and Turner at the 4 and 5. Then there's Malcolm Brogdon. Then there's Oladipo, and it's Holiday in a 2-guard. And for Cleveland, Garland and Sexton man the backcourt. Ashman and Love are the forwards. And it's Drummond in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Sexton, banked in off the glass.
And it's great to see Sexton slashing inside with that quickness and athleticism. Boy, he is tough to contain. Well, the young bull, Colin Sexton, getting a lot of playing time in his rookie season. Allowed him to play through his mistakes, and that's what you hope for coming in.
Indiana shooting their first free throws of the game right now. And even as the Cavaliers lagged at the very bottom of the standings, Greg, Sexton Public described the season as fun. Would that bother you as a veteran?
Losing seasons, they suck. I mean, no other way to put it. I think he cares about winning, but keeping that positivity is probably the best approach.
Outside Holiday from downtown. It's rebounded by Cleveland. Outplayed in the previous game on their schedule, losing to Chicago.
Yeah, I mean, their execution at times was flawless, but they also made some mistakes that ultimately did them in.
And, you know, it's never easy trying to win away from home. They were close, but just needed a little more push at the end.
From deep. And there's Garland. That's good on the assist by Love.
And good to get him going early. That shot should give him some confidence.
Perhaps he's set for a big night. I mean, he can be a difference maker for him when he's on his game.
And stolen by Drummond. Here we go, one-on-one. Cleveland moving it around. Sexton kicks to Drummond. The pass to Garland. Sexton with it to the inside, taken away by Holiday. Brogdon outside. A putback. It's Drummond with the rebound.
Still can't get anything going here after 3 tries.
Guys, they've been getting it done.
They came out with a mission, and they have been tough to stop.
For Indiana, they've gone 0 of 3 from the field to start the game.
And though they've made the playoffs 4 straight years, Indiana can't seem to get past the first round.
And it's not for a lack of effort, guys. The effort is there. The chemistry and continuity is there. They suffered a big, untimely injury, the one to Victor Oladipo, and it's been hard for them to attract top free agents as well.
And there's the call on Jetty Osman. That's his first foul. Porter's checked in for Cleveland. And Indiana with a change here, too. McDermott's checked in. And once again off the mark by Indiana. Cleveland leading by 5. That'll go on McDermott. That's his first foul. The Pacers making a switch here. McConnell's checked in. And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played. Drummond passes to Garland. And there it is for him. Garland's got 5.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
Greg, you're exactly right. I mean, everything seems to be dropping. Impressive scoring here.
And Porter, here we go. Tries from 10. Garland, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. He has 7.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
Now here's McDermott. Defense right on him. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. You talk about the quiet producers in the league. T.J. Warren is one of the first names that come to mind.
The last few seasons, Warren has come close to chipping in 20 points a game. Doesn't do anything flashy, but he just hits his shots and piles up the points on a nightly basis.
Thompson, he's checked in for Drummond. Now, here's Garland. He's covered by McConnell. Left side, Nance. Porter kicks to Garland. Shot clock at 5. Windler's shot is off. Pacers trail by 7. Here's McDermott. That's in, and he found his range with that one. Now 1 for 2.
McDermott does a solid job scoring close to the basket at 6'8". His size allows him to capitalize from there.
Garland dishes to Nance. That one wide left. Indiana's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Outside Holiday. Double team on Holiday. Pass to McConnell. Here's Bitadze. Now here's McConnell. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Bitadze with the bucket.
How about how he sets his man up there, runs him right into the screen, and then gets the basket. And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one.
Well, I think he did plenty of damage nonetheless. I mean, it was only with one hand, but he still threw that down pretty hard.
And he gets the bucket. We've got 22 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. And he makes good on the layup.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
Garland, the pass to Nance. Here's Windler. He kicks to Nance. Passes it to Garland. Good if it goes. Buried from outside. But I don't know. I think we may see a review here. That was pretty close. And it looks like they are going to review the play. The question, did he get the basket off in time?
And honestly, guys,
And so, both teams trading buckets as we end the first quarter. Cavaliers lead by 2. It's the NBA on 2K Sports from Cleveland. And it's been a pretty even game here after one quarter of play. And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for Cleveland.
Well, I like the fact they've already been getting a lot of high-quality shots in the paint.
And also another aspect of their game that's been super so far tonight is how they've been sharing the basketball.
Nance and Thompson are up front. Then it's Porter. Then there's Colin Sexton. And it's Windler in at the shooting guard position. That's the group for Cleveland going right now here in the second. Now the Pacers moving it up. Here's Sumner with a big dunk at the end of the break.
Gotta take care of the ball. They'll punish you if you're that careless.
That's right, and that's severe punishment right there.
Exactly. I mean, when you're running neck to neck, those kinds of mistakes tip the scales.
Windler, the pass to Thompson. No good on his first attempt of the game. Now the Pacers with possession here. And the Cavaliers this summer selecting point guard Darius Garland with the 5th overall pick. The second-year man, Colin Sexton, already on the roster. Greg, how do you see the fit between these two players?
Well, I mean, both are 6'2". The questions will come at the defensive end of the floor. Offensively, both show great promise as shooters, very scoring-minded guards, reminiscent possibly of a Lillard-McCollum pairing for the Blazers, which could be a roadmap for the Cavs.
Now, here's Sexton. He's guarded by Brogdon. Sexton deciding where to go with it. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. That's on Malcolm Brogdon.
Such a menace close to the rim. You got to respect Sexton's fearlessness when he's amongst the bigs.
And so he makes both from the line. Mark, I want to take you back a bit here to 1982. What was going through your mind over your first few NBA games?
Well, Kevin, first of all, I was really excited and thankful to have a chance to realize a dream, but I was also a little bit nervous going up against some of the guys that I had watched and idolized from afar. But once you're between those lines, it's not about idolizing guys. It's about trying to posterize them.
Any player in particular, one player that you looked out on the floor and you were out there as well saying, oh my goodness, look who I'm playing against tonight.
Well, when we first saw the Celtics and the Sixers, Larry Bird and those great teams in the 80s, Cedric Maxwell and Kevin McHale, and then the Sixers, my rookie year, won it all. And they had Moses Malone, Dr. J, Bobby Jones, some of the greats in the game. So those two teams, and Dr. J and Larry Bird in particular.
Oladipo with the ball. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Sampson and a strong finish with two hands.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam.
Really piling on the lead with a dunk like that.
Pass to Osman. And Drummond kicks to Sexton. Over Holiday. Count it, and the Pacer lead has been cut down to just 3 in the basket from Sexton.
Watch out now. When this guy gets into a rhythm, it is something to behold.
And there's the call on Jetty Osman. That's foul number 2 for him. And the Cavaliers making a change here. Garland's checked in. Here's Oladipo. He had a 27-point outing in their last game against Boston. Plays it up and banks it in. Oladipo's got the lead up to 5 now for Indiana.
they've settled into a nice groove offensively here in the second.
Yeah, and that field goal percentage zooming upwards is now above 50%, which is pretty strong. Boy, quickly becoming a real force defensively. Miles Turner, one of the league's premier shot blockers.
Here's Osman. Drummond passes to Osman. Here's Garland. The offensive rebound.
This is what Drummond is known for, fellas. I mean, assertive, aggressive, relentless, hard-working. He's just a dogged offensive rebounder.
Kevin, he is tough to stop when he gets to the rim.
Yeah, Greg, he can get up a few notches higher.
Well, and that's exactly how the game is played in the paint inside, guys. I mean, if you can play over the top, I think you've got a big advantage.
Porter kicks to Osman. And the pass to Drummond. Shot clock at 6. With the putback. And Love with his second chance points. Love's got his second bucket of the night.
And you are going to pay every time you don't box out Love. He has a real nose for coming up with those offensive putbacks.
Here's Sampson. Great D that time from Love.
Good offense squaring up against better D there. You got to appreciate that stop.
Drummond passes to Porter. Osman kicks to Garland. There's 37 seconds left in the first half of the game. Porter with it. And Holiday picks him up defensively. Garland, no good.
You know, after making 1 3 in the first quarter, he's had none here so far in the second.
From deep three-point range, the Pacers getting another chance here. The Cavaliers trail by 3. Here's Porter, and there's another one for the Cavaliers. There's 10 seconds left in the first half. Puts up a 3. Sumner's shot is off. And a close game so far for the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Indiana out in front. Lead.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to the end. For the Pacers, the first quarter was pretty even. Some good moments from both teams, but and that should.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. We're seeing a tremendous game here, guys, from Darius Garland.
And the way that he has helped out with the ball movement has been a difference maker early on.
And, you know, that's not a job they ask him to do very often. But in the first half, I thought he was in perfect sync with his teammates.
On the court right now for the Pacers. Warren and Turner at the 4 and 5. Then there's Malcolm Brogdon. Then there's Victor Oladipo. And it's Holiday in at the 2-guard spot. The wide open look here for Garland. A miss that time would have put him up.
Oh, man, you know he'd love to have that one over.
And, you know, what a great job Nate McMillan has done since taking over as head coach. Leading Indiana to 3 straight postseasons and the style of play with which the team has played with. A credit to him and his staff.
To the wing right side. Sexton dishes to Drummond. Over in the corner, Osman. Cleveland moving it around. Taken away by Holiday. And Brogdon with a clear path to the rack. It's good. The assist that time from Holiday. Brogdon's got 4 points this quarter.
Love how Brogdon runs when the break is on, determined to beat everybody down the floor.
And a big part of McMillan's success, getting his guys, Clark, to play hard for him every night.
Yeah, and I think you're right, because this team gets the most out of itself. It's one thing to assemble talent. It's another to bring people together so they're playing for each other. And these guys do that night in and night out.
Garland, the pass to Sexton. 3-pointer. They grab their own miss.
And, you know, after starting 0 for 3 this half, they finally get one down.
And Brogdon has got the ball here for the Indiana Pacers. They've only allowed 2 points so far here in the second half. Here's Oladipo, and that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. Coming into the NBA, Victor Oladipo, Greg, drew some comparisons to Dwayne Wade, but it was working out with D-Wade that helped take Victor's game to the next level.
And listen, anytime you're the second overall pick, which he was back in 2013, stardom is expected. It just took a while. Now he's got to apply that same work ethic to overcoming the knee injury.
The shot by Sexton, no good.
Ooh, and this is turning into a slow start here in the second half. Seems like they left that offense in the locker room.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Now, here's Garland. He's covered by McConnell. Garland, no good.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
And, you know, you can sense his frustration. This is going to be a test of his resolve here.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Out of bounds, Indiana takes possession. A moment now to see how the schedule is looking for the Pacers. On Saturday, they'll be matching up with Al Horford and the Philadelphia 76ers. And then on Wednesday, they'll be playing against Draymond Green and the Golden State Warriors.
And guys, this is the kind of stretch of the schedule that you dream of. Winnable games at home against opponents you know you have a talented advantage over. It would take a lot for this team to not be successful over this stretch.
And Thompson throws it down.
Sexton has to just keep developing his court awareness. You want to see more passing from him.
Holiday, the pass to Bitadze. Indiana again missing.
Well, I think he shouldn't have forced that one. Instead, he should have passed it off.
Pass to Windler. Now, here's Garland. Not a lot of room.
You know, I wouldn't be surprised if he gets yanked soon. I mean, that's how bad his shot selection has been.
Here's Oladipo. Windler with the rebound. The Cavaliers trail by 7. Passes it to Nance. Kicks it to Garland. Over Holiday. Garland, no good.
Certainly not the kind of night he was looking for at the offensive end, and it's had a ripple effect on the team.
Oladipo finds McDermott. Thompson with the rebound. Cleveland's gotten blank from three-point land so far in the third. Still 0 for 3. Tries to keep it alive. Wants to get it to McConnell and does. And up the court come the Pacers on the break. And finished off by McDermott.
Yeah, I'd love to see more of this from McDermott. I mean, when he hustles like that in transition, he makes an impact.
Thompson left side. Back to Sexton. The 3. Goes back up. Count it, and the Pacer lead has been cut down now to just 7 on the bucket from Thompson.
Now that's how you pick up second chance points. Stay active and be ready as soon as the shot goes up.
And here's Holiday. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game. Puts up a 3. Windler with the rebound. From deep. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. And so it's Indiana bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point lead. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
And definitely deserving of the prize tonight. How about the read he made here? Looking like a point guard with the pass right on the money.
Terrific versatility coming from a big man. Not something that the majority of big guys possess.
Fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. Ashman and Love are the forwards. Porter is out there with Sexton. And it's Drummond in at center. That's the 5 for Cleveland right now. And that one's good, Brogdon.
Brogdon extremely confident because he knows he has the green light to fire off the catch.
Sexton laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, the defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
Pass to McDermott. Over Love. McDermott can't get it to go.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
And that one's good. Osman.
Ball distribution was there. I mean, outstanding work all the way around.
Pacers leading by 6. And Holiday kicks to McDermott. The kick out to Holiday. Here's Warren. Yes, and it's Holiday with the assist that time. Holiday's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Sexton the pass to Drummond. Porter against Holiday. Now here's Sexton. He's tightly guarded. And here we go. Fast break. Turner's got it. McDermott, no one around him. Off the mark from 16 feet out. And Love's got the ball here for the Cleveland Cavaliers. It's off to Charlotte for him after this game as they take on the Hornets. That sets off a 5-game tour for him. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Pacers will take it. For Indiana, they've gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play. Porter against Brogdon. Back to Turner. Outside to Brogdon. And Indiana, another 3. Clark, you know, some players just don't need a lot of rest. They can play basketball all day, every day, and don't want to be taken out. They've all got a lot of engine in them.
Yeah, they do. 24/7 guys, we call them. They don't need a lot of fuel, and it seems like they never are out of fuel. Guys like Paul George and Russell Westbrook come to mind.
Pacers leading by 11. At the elbow, it's Warren. Over Sexton. And Warren the bucket on the assist from Brogdon.
Putting his height to great use there, feeling out the situation and then hitting from mid-range.
The alley-oop layup, very well done.
Oh, just a picture-perfect alley-oop. You gotta love that one,
A little surprised, Greg. He didn't go for the big slam, but it works just the same.
It actually almost makes it a little more special. Grace over power is how I would look at it.
Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. Here's McDermott. He gets that one. McDermott's got the lead up to 13 now for the Pacers. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for Indiana.
Their high-energy defensive effort has paid off for them, guys, with more than a few steals over the course of the ballgame.
And also, how about the points they've gotten in transition or on the fast break tonight? That's been a huge factor as well.
Garland, he's checked in for Porter. And a change for the Pacers. Oladipo's checked in.
Oof, rough shooting night tonight, but you can't fault him for the effort.
Holiday dishes to Warren.
And a finalist for Coach of the Year in 2019, Nate McMillan passing 600 wins last season.
Well, you think about that. That's an impressive milestone for an outstanding coach in Nate McMillan. He moved into the top 25 all-time in wins. He's had 2 other stops as a head coach, Portland and Seattle, and I think he's doing some of his best work with the Pacers.
Sexton kicks to Osman. Off target from outside. Here's Indiana now. They've outscored him 10 points to 2 during this run.
No question as to which team gave the better effort tonight. A dominant performance and an outstanding win for Indiana.
They had a fantastic play from the bench.
This team has great depth, and they showed it in this game.
And for the year now, they'll ramp up their win total to an even 40. And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance from Malcolm Brogdon.
There wasn't much they could do to slow him down as he was converting every good chance he got.
Selected with the 8th pick back in the 2018 draft, Colin Sexton, the main reward for the Cavs, Greg, after the Kyrie Irving trade.
Sexton wearing the same number 2 jersey as Irving doesn't feel the need to measure up to expectations created by Kyrie. Cavs fans, though, hope he does.
Looking at who's out there now for the Cavaliers. Ante Zizic is checked in for Drummond. Bell comes in for Kevin Love. Dante Exum, he's checked in for Jetty Osman. And it's Matthew Dellavedova in for Garland. Bitadze, the pass to Johnson. Here's McConnell. The putback. Great positioning on the putback.
And they came in determined to take this one. It's going to be a happy flight home.
Yep, to have a stress-free win on the road, very satisfying.
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that'll wrap it.
unprecedented improvements, shooting, puck pickups, upper and lower body fluidity, and goaltending. unprecedented improvements, shooting, puck pickups, upper and lower body fluidity, and goaltending.
I set my team up the way I want them to run. Whatever players I happen to have on my team, I just set it up to the best way it's going to work for the team.
Do you guys use current players or historical players? How does that look in My League Online?
More than likely, we just use current players. We just do like drafts, so that way everything is fair for everyone. And
the Chicago River winding its way through the heart of the Windy City. Our sight tonight. Welcome, everyone. And let's check out a breakdown. Looking at some stats for Brockton.
And he's not passing the ball as well this month. If you look at his numbers from earlier in the season, he's not seeing the court as well. It may be a little too focused on creating his own shot than orchestrating for the guys around him.
Let's check out Indiana's starting lineup. Warren and Turner at the 4 and 5. Then there's Oladipo. Then there's Malcolm Brogdon. And it's Holiday in at the 2. And for the Bulls, Levine at the 2 with Porter at the 3. Markkanen and Carter are up front. And it's White in at the point guard position. They get it again. Oladipo dishes to Warren. Pass to Brogdon. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
The finish was nice, but the setup was better.
Yeah, GA, the pick working to full effect before the stuff.
Yeah, coach is definitely pleased. That's the execution he loves to see.
And see, Webb, you talk to the Bulls fans, and they are eager for a return to greatness.
Yeah, GA, it's been a long time since the Jordan era, and Bulls fans know it. But you know, GA, the Bulls have a very loyal group of fans. Their patience has been tested, though, but this team needs results.
Right side Warren. Plenty of space. And it's Chicago with the rebound. The last time these two clubs came together was also in this building, with an unfortunate ending for the home team.
Yeah, and their last time out against this club, turnovers really did them in. Just way too many mistakes.
Well, how often do we hear, Greg, I mean, you got to take care of the basketball. I mean, they got to be much more disciplined today.
And so just over a minute and a half played. Holiday finds Oladipo. Yes, and it's Holiday with the assist that time. And here's Levine, one of the most consistent producers in the league. He's averaging around 25.5 points a game. Brogdon against White. Lets it go with a three. Buries it from three-point range.
And you have got to honor White on the perimeter. Once he gets comfortable from there, it's going to be bad news for the defense.
Holiday gets the bucket.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Yeah, very little resistance. I mean, you had to bring much faster help than that.
Now here's Levine. White looking around. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It's going to be on Miles Turner. Fans just broadcast. Love to see teams get out and attack in transition. Would you like to see the league crack down on intentional fouls that will halt that break, slow down that break, stifle that break?
No, because the home fans or the fans of the team that's fouling doesn't want that team to get out and get an easy 2 points. I mean, we still have to have defense in the game, so anything that takes away from team scoring, you just can't say, well, we want to watch them score, don't do it. No. And very honestly, if you're an unselfish team, usually on those breaks, it's usually because a player holds the ball too right. Usually they have another open player in front of them that they can pass it up to. And if you're an unselfish team, usually you still give the fans what they want. And that's a crazy highlight in the game. Excellent work offensively to get that shot attempt into a can't-miss area.
Down low. And Warren the bucket on the assist by Oladipo.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
Now here's Levine. And it's sent back by Turner. And here in the first quarter, with a little over 3.5 minutes played, three-pointer doesn't go that time. And the Bulls going the other way now. Here's Levine. Buries it from about 10 feet away. Levine's got his second basket.
And it's important that Markkanen develops his floor awareness. I mean, passes like that go a long way.
Now here's McDermott. He's guarded closely. Warren kicks to Turner. Again, Indiana.
Moving it around. 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
They can trade 2 for 1 here.
Would be the right move, I believe, right now.
Markkanen against Warren. And out of bounds as the Pacers gain possession. Chicago making some changes. Luke Cornett, he's checked in for Carter. Young comes in for Lauri Markkanen. And Satoransky's subbed in for White. In Indiana with a change here, too. T.J. McConnell, he's checked in for Malcolm Brogdon. Now, here's McConnell. Looking at his numbers, he's averaging about 6.5 points a game. And Turner stays with it.
And those are exactly the kinds of plays that can spark a team. Just solid work down in the paint.
Porter in the corner. McDermott with a steal. And now Oladipo pushing it up. No one back to stop him.
Well, that's why they're in front. Aggressive play at both ends. Nicely done.
Levine deciding where to go with it. And at the end of one, both teams putting up some points. Pacers out in front. And we welcome you back to our special Noche Latina broadcast. As the second quarter getting going right now. Let's quickly break down the game we've seen from the Pacers so far, guys.
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
Old school approach. I mean, if you have a favorable matchup inside, just keep pounding it in there.
On the court for Indiana, we've got T.J. McConnell, and it's Sumner in at the shooting guard position.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. Here's Hutchison. Passes it to Young. Done outside. 6 to shoot. Here's Cornette. And the Bulls get it back. Yes, that goes in. Young's got his first basket of the night.
And that's a great play on the backboard for him. I mean, it's what we expect. All his second chance points do not come by accident.
Here's Sumner. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
That free throw, no good. And the Bulls making a change here. Valentine's checked in. He hits the second from the line. Quarter number 2. We're about a minute in. Guys, they're looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
Clearly, he's one of the best there is in the business when it comes to making that lead pass.
McConnell with it. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. The pass to Bitadze. And he throws it down hard with one hand.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball. Now, here is Young, and he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. While we have a moment here, let's see which teams have scored the most second chance points since the All-Star break. Number 5, the Bulls.
And offensive rebounding, always a point of emphasis for this group, but for whatever reason, they've had particular success since the break, really just outworking their opponents on the glass. I'm sorry, that's poor defense down low again. It's been a mismatch thus far in the paint.
Bulls trail by 6. Pass to Cornette. He dishes it to Young. And it's done in the corner. Clock at 6. Puts it up from 17. A rebound by Bitadze. Pacers leading by 6. Here's Sumner. Oh, that was something else.
Wow, and that sort of showmanship is just deflating right now to a team trying to get back into a game like this.
Ouch, Greg, that is definitely an emphasis jam. A big apostrophe or exclamation point, maybe even a question mark. Good on the three-point shot.
He'll do some damage if they give him that shot. Don't give him a clean look. Get out there on him.
Uses the glass to finish the layup. Sumner's got 5 points now this quarter.
Okay, listen, you got to body him up when he's in the paint. If you play off of him, then that's just 2 easy points.
Here's Dunn. The Pacers pull it in. Bitadze's got his 4th rebound in this one. Pass to Sumner. Tries a 3. Valentine grabs the board. Bulls trail by 7. Dunn outside. Young in the corner. 1:29 left to play in the first half. A rebound by Bitadze. Bitadze's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Sumner's shot is off. Chicago's gone 1 of 2 on 3-pointers here in the second quarter so far. Passes it to Hutchison. Over McConnell. Hutchison's shot is off. Indiana leading by 7. Here's Sumner. Bucket is good. Sumner's got 7.
I mean, it took him a long time to get into the flow of the game, but the points are starting to come for him now.
Here's the pass to Cornette. Bulls moving the ball around. Dunn left side. Kicks to Valentine. Chicago needs to get off a shot here. Dunn misses.
I'd love to see them impose themselves a little more on the backboard. That's a great way to find confidence. Always a surefire way to get back in the game.
Facilitating from the inside. I mean, that can be a valuable asset from any offense.
Will it go? The Pacers pull it in. Bitate's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Here's Sampson, and he uses the glass on the layup. Sampson's got the lead up to 14 now for Indiana.
Great teamwork punctuated by a strong finish.
Perfect example of how to run the break the right way and get a great look.
And so it's Indiana.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey everybody, for the Pacers, the first quarter was pretty even. They were unable to ever build a big lead. And
with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the rout that it's threatening to be. Chris, you've been a commentator for the NBA Vegas Summer League. Amazing how much that event has grown.
Oh, how about this year? The Chinese, the Croatian national team. I mean, come on. This is a global game, and we're bringing all of them to.
Oh, what a beautiful point!
Intensity. Did you see that? Great. You just see why Levine won the dunk contest in 2016. I mean, he has endless ups.
Turner looking around. Outside Holiday. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Banked in off the glass. Holiday's got his second bucket.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
Holiday against Levine. Out to White. And that's out of bounds. Chicago will retain possession.
And let's take a quick look now at some stats here for Holiday. How the second half of the season has shaped up for him. He's averaging about 7 points a game, 2 assists, and 2 rebounds. Nothing about his numbers really jump out at you, but he'll come up with a timely play or two every game.
Yeah, and sometimes that's all they need, especially in tight games. 1 or 2 plays can make all the difference.
Yep, it counts.
Those defenders just look a little bit gassed. I mean, they're getting pushed around on that low block.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
And the jam by Levine.
Oh, Levine is such an explosive player. He's able to fight through the contact and get it to go.
Outside Holiday. And it's Otto Porter with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Chicago making some changes. Harrison comes in for Otto Porter Jr. and Satoransky subbed in for Levine. And Indiana with the change here too. McDermott's checked in.
And one step ahead of the defense with that solid screen.
And then Greg, the monster dunk to finish it off.
Well, come on, guys. Someone has to rotate over. Defensively, that's just poor communication.
White drives in. Good work defensively by Turner.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
And historically, you almost never saw a great shot blocker who could also knock down triples at a high clip. But count Miles Turner among the unicorns who provide that rare combination.
Holiday with the 3. And it's Chicago with the rebound. They get to take on the Heat at Miami after this one. That'll be just 1 game played away from home for them.
This is what you love seeing. Marketing, making an effort to improve as a passer.
And the stretch center in demand. For Miles Turner, Greg, how does he take that next step as a player?
Getting stronger. And continuing to improve his recognition and communication at both ends of the floor.
Here's White. Misses the three.
Well, that's just a lucky break for the deep. Yeah, keep giving him that shot. Bad things will happen.
Holiday, the pass to Brogdon. Now McDermott. Back to Warren. At the top of the key, Turner. McDermott for three. Not going to go that time. And Chicago will go the other way with the ball. In the third quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. Basket counts. White's got 7 points.
Yeah, under control. White has those short, quick strides.
Puts it up from 7. Here's Warren. And yes, it's good. And the Pacers lead by 18.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
Now White. He's got 7. Outside, Markkanen. For the three. Good D by Brogdon.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
Warren, good.
Oh, they own the interior right now. 10 straight points coming from inside.
For Chicago, they've gone an even 50% from the floor here in the third quarter. 4 of 8. Satoransky finds White. Kicks it out to Markkanen. Here's Satoransky. That three off the mark. Pacers leading by 20. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Holiday, the pass to Turner. The three from Warren. Harrison with the rebound. Pass to Satoransky from past the arc. It's not going to go for him. Doesn't get it to drop for him. And so it's the Indiana Pacers closing out the quarter. And let's take this opportunity now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feat.
I mean, well, if you're the coaching staff, I mean, you're pumped up. This highlight will not only make it on the TV, it'll make it into the film session.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. And a look at the 5 for the Pacers to start the fourth quarter. McDermott is out there with Victor Oladipo. And it's Bitadze in at the 5, roaming the paint. Outside, Levine. Back to Dunn. And with the likely return of prep to pro prospects, Chris, some have argued for a high school combine to help determine who's ready to make the leap and who isn't.
I'm not really there with the high school combine. I still think that, you still have a level of college or a level of professionalism that can happen after. And I don't believe until you're ready to be evaluated for the pros immediately, should you have that combine. Your bodies are still growing. I talked to Jaren Jackson just yesterday, and he told me that he grew 2 inches over last summer. So I think it's a little unfair to judge these guys that early when their bodies and mentality still has a lot of development left.
McDermott kicks to Oladipo. Again, Oladipo missing. And here's Young. He'll bring it up for Chicago. Trailing by 19. Got it. Nice one there from Levine.
And the wily strength of Levine. I mean, he does a great job fending off the defense on the way up.
And Oladipo has it in the corner. And here we go. Fast break. Levine's got it. Here's Dunn. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. And you love to have a player like Chris Dunn out on the perimeter with his defense.
Oh, man, big men love guards that can actually keep their assignment in front of them. Dunn has quick feet, great lateral movement, and that's why he's a successful defender.
Catching up on the changes for Chicago. Wendell Carter comes in for Young, and it's Markkanen in for Chandler Hutchison. Miles Turner, he's checked in for Indiana. Malcolm Brogdon comes in for Justin Holiday. We're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter in this one. Carter against Turner. In the corner, it's Levine. The kick out to Porter. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Levine.
A flat-out loss of concentration. That kind of turnover will drive a coach crazy.
Saransky's checked in for Dunn. T.J. Warren, he's checked in for the Pacers. Brogdon outside. Just a little under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth. And Turner throws it down.
And bullseye with that assist. Nice delivery there in traffic.
Bulls trail by 20. Now here's Satoransky. Levine finds Carter. Back to Levine. Fires for three. That ball is good for another field goal. His sixth. He is 6 for 9 on the stat sheet.
And you need Levine to keep connecting from deep. When he does, the floor opens up big time.
That one misses. And the Bulls going the other way now. Pass to Satoransky. Here is Porter. Back to Satoransky. Holiday against Carter. Here's Porter. It's deflected. Outside Holiday. Offline with his three. Chicago's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth.
And this is what they wanted. I mean, to announce their presence in this matchup with authority. Very decisive. It can definitely be considered a statement win for Indiana.
This was a very efficient offense tonight.
And they found a way to get their shots to go down. A little luck didn't hurt. A lot of their 50-50 shots fell their way.
And for the year now, they'll ramp up their win total to an even 40. And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Miles Turner.
His vision and his ball movement impressed me the most. A tremendous night for him passing the basketball.
Both teams deciding to change it up. He hits both from the stripe. Chris, I read this the other day, the NBA announcing the development of the BAL, the Basketball African League. They feel there's a lot of untapped potential there. I would tend to agree.
I'm so excited. I already put my name in the hat to go out there and work with and help develop these kids. Oh, yeah, I'm excited. I mean, just think about this. You want to know what type of talent is out there? Let's just start with Akeem. Then we go to Mutombo, Embiid. He's from Cameroon. How about Antetokounmpo, who has Nigerian parents? I mean, we can keep on going. How about Ibaka help find Siakam? Oh, my goodness.
Yes.
There's some talent out there, baby. And yes, I'm excited for the BAL, the Basketball African League. Africa, stand up, baby.
Well, so often we see this transition buckets off turnovers.
Well, you know, Greg, this is why coaches preach ball security to their teams. That sequence right there.
3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. Here's Oladipo. Turner trying to free himself up. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. And he makes the first.
At the line for the Pacers, Victor.
Oladipo hits them both. And here is Dunn. There's the three. So no problem for Indiana as they get the win. This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans were waiting for something to get excited about, Greg, but they never got it. All right, David, thank you. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Chris Webber,
benefits to the stick, resulting in unprecedented improvements in shooting, puck pickups, upper and lower body fluidity, and goaltending. Unprecedented improvements in shooting, puck pickups, upper and lower body fluidity, and goaltending. unprecedented improvements, shooting, puck pickups, upper and lower body fluidity, and goaltending.
And we just run it like that. We try to run a couple seasons as much as possible until we start the next one.
Who's your favorite player that you drafted this season that you used?
Honestly, it would probably have to be Morant. It's a tie. It's a tie actually between him and Zion.
I like it. The young guns. So
Let's meet the visiting team, the Chicago Bulls. At point guard, Kobe White.
Welcome, everyone. And here's a look at some numbers for Sexton.
And guys, how about the surge of offense he's experiencing right now? These last 5 games, he's been a machine at the offensive end. A different scorer than he had been earlier in the season. We'll find out if he can keep it going here tonight.
Now let's take a look at the Bulls' opening lineup. Markkanen and Carter are up front. Levine at the 2 with Porter at the 3. And it's White in at the point guard position. And for the Cavaliers, Sexton and Osman on the perimeter. Kevin Love out there with Andre Drummond. And it's Garland in at the 1. Brent, talk about the length of the season. Commissioner Silver is also considering proposals to shrink the season. What do you think?
I think it'd be interesting, and I'm not sure financially how the league goes back from an 82-game season and ticket sales and revenue and television and how they kind of unwind what it is they've agreed to. But 70 games to me in terms of the competition, Kevin, in terms of the elevated play of the star players on a nightly basis, the fact that you probably get stars to appear in every game and not be sat out for load management and things like that, I think overall it'd be pretty healthy.
He gets it in there.
Uncovered at the rim, finding cracks in the defense here early on.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
Now here's Levine. One of the most consistent producers in the league. He's averaging around 25.5 points a game. And it's Carter missing. For the Cleveland Cavaliers, they come in off the loss to the Bulls in Chicago.
You got to give him an A for effort. Just fell a little bit short in that one.
Well, it would have been really nice to get that win on the road, but no team ever happy with the loss. They put up a good fight, and they had nothing to hang their heads on after that one.
Levine, Love grabs the board, and Zach Levine gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. The Cavaliers have gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. Garland kicks to Sexton. The 3. And it's Love missing. Now White, his last outing with 20 points. Carter outside. White, wide open. He fires. That's in there. Carter with the assist.
An assertive offensive player. White knows he has the green light to rise and fire.
Pass to Garland. The shot misses, so the Bulls will take it the other way. Last game matched up with the Magic. A tough loss there.
And for the Cavs, their #1 goal is to identify a young superstar to build around.
Yeah, they've had a nice collection here of guys that they hope step up and step out. Cleveland's only 2 Rookie of the Year award winners have been LeBron James and Kyrie Irving. Franchise changers hard to find.
Now Markkanen after Darius Garland missing on that last 3-pointer. Here's Osman, guarded by Porter. Well-placed alley-oop pass into the layup.
Seeing the opportunity, Sexton seizes the spacing.
Levine passes to Porter. From the arc. And the Bulls, another three.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Garland kicks to Osman. Trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark. Chicago leading by 4. Here's Levine. Garland with the rebound. Cleveland's gone 0-4 from three-point land to start out. Looking cold from outside. And Sexton slams it in.
Like the attacking mindset, not waiting for something to happen. Instead, creating it himself was Colin Sexton.
Now here's Levine. Defended by Sexton. The kick out to Porter. Pass to Levine. Over Sexton. And again, no good by Chicago.
His touch has left him in this quarter. Nowhere close to the kind of output they need from him.
Sinks the three-pointer. Sexton's got 7 points.
Well, Sexton's confidence growing now, knocking it down from the three-point line. That's big.
Levine dishes to Porter. Back to Levine. And a rebound goes to the Cavaliers. Victory eluded them last time in Chicago when they faced the Bulls.
Yeah, and looking back at their last game against this club, they were badly out-rebounded.
Bulls trail by 3. Wright finds Levine. Outside, Markkanen. Back to Levine. Just 5 on the clock. Drills it from outside. Levine's got a pair of threes now in the first quarter for the Bulls.
Well, he's got that height advantage, and out on the perimeter, a smaller defender is just not going to contest.
It's a tie game here in Cleveland. Let's take a quick break now, and then it's on to the second quarter after this.
I'm married to this guy. That's who I made my wife.
And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And from what we've seen from the Cavaliers, what do you guys see?
Hey, why take jump shots when you can get your points at the rim?
Yeah, that worked wonders for them in the quarter. We'll see what kind of adjustments get made.
On the court right now, second quarter for the Bulls. They've got Dunn. Also Thomas Satoransky out there. And it's Hutchinson in at the 3, the small forward. Now, here's Garland. Three-pointer, and trying to break loose. Here's Windler. Quarter outside. That doesn't go, and he's 0 of 1 from the field. Chicago leading. Dunn outside. Satoransky, the pass to Hutchison. Inside, it's tipped. Here's Young. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
Well, any possession that ends in a shot from that range after a good player and ball movement, that's a good one.
The pass to Windler. Now, here's Garland. Trying to get open is Thompson. No good with the triple. Satoransky with it. He gives the team some steady offense, a bit under 10 points a game. Dunn looking over the floor. This is it to Cornette. And some nice ball movement here by Chicago. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Nance. And a chance now to look at the schedule for Chicago. On Saturday, they're off to Miami to face off with the Heat. And then on Sunday, they'll be matching up against Gordon Hayward and the Boston Celtics.
And looking at the matchup with the Heat, that's where you have got to bring your A game, especially when you know you're going to be fighting an uphill battle all night long.
Denzel Valentine, he's checked in for the Bulls. Shaquille Harris comes in for Satoransky. Out to the right wing. Here's Nance. And another miss by Cleveland. Chicago leading by 4. To the paint, here's Young. Nance with some nice D.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
Pass to Windler. He kicks it to Garland. Five on the clock. Cleveland needs to get a shot off here. The Cavaliers again can't hit. And it's Harrison with the ball for the Bulls. They haven't allowed any points in the second quarter. Young passes to Dunn. Pass to Valentine. At the number of trades now starting to involve stars. Feels like the league's power balance is always shifting to some degree.
Yeah, and I think organizations that are trying to stay ahead of the trend, Kevin, might think about, we might have a star for just 2 years. How can we get the next one? Backside of that, Kevin, is a lot of these star players are signing deals that are not extending to 4, 5, 6 years. You can't even do that anymore. So you get a guy for a couple years. What he wants to do is maximize his earning potential for 1 or 2 seasons, become a free agent again, and then look around the league where opportunities not only to win, but to also cash in. That's what's happening in today's game.
Out to the right wing. Here's Windler. A three-pointer is right on target.
That's pretty much not how they defend the three-point line. Somebody's got to shadow him out there.
The Bulls leading by 6. Now the pass to Valentine. His second shot goes in, off to a good start, 2 for 2.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
And they're on the break. Paxton coming off the assist from Young. Valentine's got the lead up to 10 now for the Bulls. .55 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. Left side, Nance. Here's Windler. The rebound by Young. Here's Chicago. They're on a 13-3 run. And here is Dunn. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Here's Valentine. Cavaliers with the rebound. They'll be off to Charlotte for a game against the Hornets. They hit the road with that, the first of a 5-game run. Outside, Porter. There's 14 seconds left in the first half of basketball. And with that, the Chicago lead is cut down now to just 8 on the basket from Garland. Here's Dunn. Three-pointer on the way. Another 3 for Chicago.
And how about Dunn getting the ball in a great spot, making the deep attempt look too easy.
And so it's the Chicago Bulls holding on to an 11-point cushion as we get ready to take a break. And they've done a phenomenal job down low. So many of their... Thank you, David. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half momentarily.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. Welcome to the 2K. It was a closely contested first quarter for Chicago. Nothing seemed to give way on... That's all for now.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. Garland and Sexton man the backcourt. Assman and Love are the forwards. And it's Drummond in at the center, locking down the middle. And that's the group for John Beilein as we begin the second half. And for a player that didn't come in with a lot of fanfare to the NBA, Markkanen is one of the top young players in the league.
Yeah, call him the marksman or the finisher. Call him Larry Bird, if you like. Fantastic stretch 4, who showed he could be a focal point of an offense, can play with an edge as well, and is just scratching the surface of his potential.
Not his best night from the field, but looking for other ways and finding them so he can chip in.
Near the three-point line, it's Love. Carter pulls it in. Carter's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Chicago leading by 12. Outside, Markkanen. Pass to Levine. And Levine throws it down.
So aggressive once he gets high. Love how Levine stays after it when he gets it going.
Now, here's Garland. Tight defense on him. Shot clock at 6. Gets the jumper from the corner to fall. Garland's got 8 points. Chicago's gone 6 of 8 on three-pointers in the game, an outstanding 75% mark. Now Levine. He's got 13. Tries it from 19. And there's 2 points. Working on the glass, paying off that time. Levine's got 7 points for the quarter. The Cavaliers trail by 14. Now, here's Garland. He's got 8. Levine with it. Markkanen from outside. Garland with the rebound. A little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the third. Uncovered. And yep, finally drops after rolling around the rim. Osman's got his first points of the game. And so Levine will bring it up now for Chicago. They get to take on the Heat at Miami after this one. That'll be the third game of this 3-game road trip. It's tipped. And now Love pushing it up and no one back to stop him. And it's sent back by Carter. Out of bounds, Cleveland takes possession. Got to take a look at the steal numbers over the last couple months. The scope of that for Young.
Defensively, he's really stepped it up over the past few months. You can see the jump in his steal numbers, and it hasn't been by accident. He's put in a ton of effort at the defensive end, and boy, is it paying off.
Outside, Levine. Kicks it to Markkanen. Connects in the foul line jumper. Markkanen's got the lead up to 14 now for the Bulls.
And you want to get a hand up on those mid-range shots from Markkanen. Very consistent from that area.
Here's Sexton. Good on the baseline, Jay. Sexton's got 9.
And you see the ability to rise and fire from mid-range, even against that length.
I don't think he sees any kind of defense when he's at that range. It doesn't matter who's guarding him.
White dishes to Porter. Takes a 3. Unable to get that one. And Cleveland the other way now. Pass to Drummond to the middle. Love kicks to Sexton. There's the dish to Garland. From deep three-point range, Markkanen pulls it in. Chicago leading by 12. Back to Levine. Outside, Markkanen lets it go from deep. Offensive rebound. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. And the Bulls lead by 14.
You know, we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
Drummond passes to Love. He kicks to Sexton. Some nice passing by Cleveland here. Here's Garland. Markkanen pulls it in.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up.
And here's Levine. Good D by Drummond. And so it's Chicago with a 14-point lead as we bring the quarter to a close. And their ability to get points in the paint has made all the difference. And while we can now, let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, a great job with the eyes. And what separates great playmakers, as we know, Greg, is peripheral vision.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. So the Bulls 5 right now. They've got Young. Thomas Satoransky is out there with Harrison. Then there's Valentine. And it's Hutchinson in at the power forward. Each team has a catalyst, Brent. Some guys are ball dominant, who play within the flow of the offense. Is there one approach better than the other?
Obviously, great coaches, Kevin, are going to find what it is that their best player does well. And as many times as I could get my best player into that situation, that's what I'm going to do. So if it's Harden in isolation, James Harden's going to be in isolation. If it's Steph Curry setting off-ball screens and relocating for threes, well, I'm going to do that too. So it all comes down to a fit with the player, his skill set, and how the coach wants to use that best.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
Yeah, and the coach pretty smart for zoning in on him and giving him opportunities to stay with that confident play.
And Satoransky kicks to Valentine. Here's Harrison, and it is flushed down with a nice jam.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one. Out to Thompson. Pass to Windler. Stolen by Satoransky. Oh, and a fast break for the Bulls. Here's Harrison. No good on the triple. The Cavaliers trail by 14. Thompson outside. Shot, high post, and there's another one for the Cavaliers.
Not going to see that often, but Thompson outside of the paint collects two more.
The Bulls have gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the fourth quarter started. Satoransky looking around. From deep. Porter pulls it in. Cavaliers have gotten all 3 of their shots to drop here in the fourth quarter. They came out of the break on a roll. Here's Windler. Here's Thompson. And there's the pass to Sexton. Good on the shot, and that shaves the lead to single digits. Sexton's got 10 points here in the second half. Chicago leading by 9. Passes to Young. And Young slams it home.
Gotta love the effort there. An undersized 4 who can really make things happen with that leaping ability.
Sexton kicks to Thompson. Back to Sexton. There's Porter with the 3. And the foul on Larry Nance Jr. That's his first foul. Some changes for Chicago. Carter comes in for Valentine. And Chris Dunn subbed in for Harrison. We've got 1:55 left to play in the final quarter. Dunn, wide open, he fires, and it's good off the back of the rim and in. And the Bulls lead by 13. Sexton kicks to Porter. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. Free throw good, Porter. So Chicago going with an almost entirely new group here. Lauri Markkanen's checked in for Young. Porter comes in for Chandler Hutchison. Levine's checked in for Dunn. And it's White for Satoransky. Outside, Levine. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flames.
Yeah, he's the guy that you want to go to right now, trying to put this one away.
Garland. And a miss there on the triple. And so it's Porter bringing it up now for Chicago. 14 points, their largest lead in the game.
And tonight's battle is going to end with a very clear winner, leaving nothing to chance. Impressive win for the Bulls.
They never settled for mediocre shots.
And Kevin, they had great penetration this time out.
And you can mark this one down in the W column. It'll mark their 23rd of the season. And we watched one guy all night long, guys. And looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Zach LaVine.
Every inch of the floor was his tonight as he came out and injected an energy into every play.
And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. And it's a completely new group on the floor for the Cavaliers. So Chicago going with an almost entirely new group here. Now here's Dunn, defended by Dellavedova. Satoransky the pass to Dunn. 6 on the shot clock, and they call an illegal screen here.
That's going to draw a whistle every time down the floor. Not even close to being a legal screen.
Yeah, everybody saw that one. That was pretty blatant there.
Pass to Windler. Dellavedova dishes to Exum. From deep. Sinks it. What range from outside. Wow.
I don't know what to say. With his shooting ability, that's a 1 in 100 shot.
From deep three-point range, offline. And so Chicago takes this one, and by a big margin. They came in here and took care of business like they were the home team.
And Cam, how about the mental toughness that this group showed? They were never rattled.
unprecedented improvements, shooting, puck pickups, upper and lower body fluidity, and goaltending. unprecedented improvements to shooting, puck pickups, upper and lower body fluidity, and goaltending. Unprecedented improvements to shooting, puck pickups, upper and lower body fluidity, and goaltending.
So looking forward to 2K21, what is something you'd like to see implemented in My League Online?
The other game is that as the year goes along, they're able to implement more things into the game, different things that wasn't there before. Probably something like that. Other than sneakers, maybe a new hairstyle, just different systems that come along.
One final question. What do you want to say to all the fans?
And a look behind the curtain here. Final preparation. Now we have a moment to look at how the blocks have been stacking up over the past several months for Drummond.
We're just not seeing that same fierceness out of him defensively these last few months. He's lost a little bit of that intimidation factor. He's not blocking as many shots, and he's not making the same impact on that end of the floor.
And a look at the starters for the Cavaliers. Sexton and Osman on the perimeter. Andre Drummond is out there with Kevin Love. And it's Garland in at the 1. And for Indiana, Warren and Turner at the 4 and 5. Then there's Victor Oladipo. Then there's Malcolm Brogdon, and it's Holiday in at the 2. Cavaliers with the rebound, outplayed in the previous game on their schedule, losing to Chicago.
You got to give them an A for effort. Just fell a little bit short in that one.
If they're playing in their own building, they probably win that basketball game. The reality is it's a hard thing to win on the road in the NBA.
And Doris among NBA big men, Kevin Love with some of the best hands you'll find in the league.
No doubt, Kevin, and that's going to help in his shooting game, his passing game, and his rebounding game. This is one of the most skilled bigs we've seen in the history of the league.
Now, here's Brogdon. They count on his contributions, currently providing 16.5 points a game.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Let's see if that serves as a momentum builder. What a great sequence for this group.
Now, Garland, following the three-point attempt by Miles Turner.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
To me, Greg, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
And the shot by Warren, no good. The Cavaliers have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Sexton, and Sexton slams it in.
Well, just a little bit of momentum, and Sexton going right to the rim.
Here in the first quarter with about 2 minutes gone by. Lets it fly from 18. And once again off the mark by Indiana. And here's the fast break. Love leading the way. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
Talk about hitting the ground running. 4 for 5 to start.
For Indiana, they've gone 3 of 7 from the field since we've gotten underway. Holiday gets the bucket.
You can get a real sense that Victor Oladipo loves sharing the wealth. What a nice look.
From outside the arc, bucket number 3. He's a perfect 3 for 3 to start.
Well, the defense daring him to shoot, and he makes them pay for their disrespect.
Holiday with it. Garland picks him up. Turner, and Turner stays with it.
Well, Kevin, you love the determination, right? Miles Turner effectively getting to the window and getting another opportunity.
And Drummond throws it down.
Well, he's such a good athlete for a center. It's how he's able to succeed despite being one of the smallest 5s in the NBA.
And you think back to LeBron's last year in Cleveland, one wonders how differently it may have turned out if Kyrie was there with him.
Well, you think back, Greg, Isaiah Thomas was never healthy. He had been a recent All-Star with another team. They were counting on his quickness and his scoring. But through it all, the Cavaliers reached the NBA Finals. Just another testament to the talent and the leadership that LeBron gives you.
Here's Holiday. Darius Garland picking up that last basket. And the basket is good. Just over 3.5 minutes gone here in the first. Lets it go from the wing. And the rebound goes to the Pacers. Warren on the wing. Lets the 3 fly. Sinks the triple.
Wow, if T.J. Warren makes threes with consistency, it will unlock every other aspect of his game, and that's significant, guys.
And Love with the second chance points.
Oh, smooth. Guys, very good job getting himself in close enough that he could just tip it back in.
Well said. Those kind of plays in the offensive glass can tell the story sometimes, can't they? Now, here's Garland. He's guarded by Brogdon.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
The putback. It's good on the putback.
Miles Turner is a major force on the backboards. If you do not put a body on him, he's going to make you look foolish.
Sexton dishes to Drummond. Here's Osman. No good from outside.
They hold the early advantage on the glass.
And Oladipo, here we go, uses the glass to finish the layup.
The speed of Victor Oladipo is mind-boggling. This guy gets to the cup with ease.
Pass to Osman. Wallace with it. Guarded by Oladipo. The shot's good from Love.
So far, both teams scorching the Nets. You gotta love it.
Well, you love it when you can get off to a fast start offensively. You hate it, though, when your opponent does the same.
And folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backboard.
And so it's Miles Turner making things happen for Indiana. Scoring, rebounding, he was all over the place during that quarter. They are riding his performance right now. We've got more in store for you right after this. And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. And taking a look at the Pacers' performance here, guys, what are your thoughts?
Playing inside out in that first quarter led to some high percentage shots in the paint.
It is great when you can get that established early, because to me it opens up every other aspect of your game.
And so in the game for the Cavaliers, Nance and Thompson are up front. Then there's Colin Sexton. Then it's Porter. And it's Windler in at the shooting guard position. Inching our way toward the end of the season here in the NBA, Doris, and just how much fatigue after all these games and all these months and practices and travel, how much fatigue are these players feeling, you think, right now?
Well, I think NBA players like to tell us, come March, come April, everybody has bumps and bruises. No one is 100%. What you're hoping to do as an NBA organization is manage the rest that you can possibly give to your guys down the stretch of the season, because the healthier you are going into the postseason, the better off you're going to be.
A shot by Holiday, no good.
You will not see this guy miss many of those. He's one of the keys to their floor spacing. That pass had to be thrown not only in the right spot, but at the right time.
And it's McConnell with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Pacers. And they're off to Philadelphia after this game as they'll take on the 76ers. That will be a getaway game for them, a one-game road trip. And Thompson sends it back.
Oh, the former Longhorn Thompson really elevating for the rejection. Love the energy, guys.
And we've seen several lead changes tonight. Neither team giving an inch.
And right now you love the chess match, right? The ability of each side to adjust to what the other is doing.
Here's McConnell. Tristan Thompson picking up that last bucket. Outside Holiday. Nance gets the rebound. For Cleveland, they've gone 3 of their first 5 shots to drop here in the second quarter. Here's Porter, and he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
With the Indiana Pacers, you know you're a small market team, and it's led to a little bit of a shuffle personnel-wise. What's incredible, they continue to put a competitive product on the floor year in and year out.
Edmund Sumner's checked in for Justin Holiday. Now here's McDermott. He's a good contributor to his team, averaging about 10.5 points a game. Sampson kicks to McConnell. From deep. The shot. No good. And it's the Cavaliers taking it the other way. Doris, you're right. The Pacers have made the playoffs 8 of the last 9 seasons. Remarkable consistency.
I don't think there's any doubt about that, Kev. It starts at the top and sort of trickles down from ownership to the front office down to the head coach. This is a solid operation through and through.
Clearly a foul.
The Pacers shooting their first free throws here tonight.
And typically a strength of theirs, 79% on the season.
Garland, he's checked in for the Cavaliers. Here in the second quarter, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now. On the wing, Nance puts up a 3. It's rebounded by Indiana. They couldn't put the pieces together, losing that last matchup with Boston.
That final score really caught a lot of people
off guard. I think we would have to quantify that one as an upset.
Oh, I don't think there's any doubt. They came in as the favorite, seemed to lose their confidence down the stretch, started to play tight, and let that one slip away.
It's going to be out of bounds. The Pacers will take it. Let's quickly take a look at the standings out east. The season nearly complete. You take a look at the Pacers. They've done well enough to be in 5th place in the conference so far. And, of course, the Cleveland Cavaliers. Not really any threat right now as their record showing a lot more losses.
And seeing where Indiana is, they've stayed right there, just in sniffing distance of the conference leaders. That's a solid accomplishment at this stage of the season.
Yeah, even so, though, I'm sure they're not satisfied just being near the top of the standings. They're going to be looking to make a major push as the season winds down.
And it's the Cavaliers with the ball. The Pacers making the shot. Right on the bucket. Drummond's got his second basket of the game. Guys, what a tight start to the game this has been.
And it's still in the first half. This could be a wild one.
Turner passes to Oladipo. Ring shot on the way. That one rolling around and rims out.
Well, certainly not the best defensive effort, but this guy can't make them pay for their laziness.
And that one's good by Porter.
That's their 3rd straight make off an assist.
59 seconds left here in the second. Oladipo taking his time here. And Thompson sends it back. Here's Porter, and finished off by Porter.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
The very definition of quality transition offense. If it can end at the cup, it's exactly where you want it.
Down low, here's Drummond, and the Cavaliers get another bucket right there.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
Here's Oladipo. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Well, this is where the speed and athleticism of Victor Oladipo can be overwhelming. Boy, does he put defenders in a bind.
Brogdon, he's checked in for Indiana. A switch here also for Cleveland. Love's checked in.
Yeah, in this quarter, they've had the right approach. Driving and drawing, initiating contact, create opportunities, get to the line.
Well, exposing a weakness in the defense, that's just way too easy, guys.
And no need to rush this. Let the clock run down.
Well, it's trying to close the quarter strong, and by that, Greg, take a great shot without giving them an opportunity for another one down the other end.
Pulls up on the wing. Up again. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. Porter's got the lead up to 9 now for the Cavs.
Just in a perfect position to grab that rebound and then get the putback.
And so it's Cleveland. Ahead by 9 is the... All right, thank you, David. And folks, don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of...
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. The first quarter for the Cavaliers was fairly even. Some good moments from both teams, but as... And that should...
We got the soul, just when the world saying they got no hope, here comes the love.
And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. We're seeing a tremendous game here, guys, from Darius Garland.
There's something that isn't his strength, but he's done a great job of finding the open man.
Well, what he did was sustain it throughout the first half. He ran the offense to absolute perfection.
Warren and Turner at the 4 and 5. Then there's Oladipo. Then there's Malcolm Brogdon. And it's Holiday in at the shooting guard. That's the Pacers' foul. Snatched away. Stolen by Holiday. And the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball.
You too.
And here are the Pacers now. Outside Warren. And Holiday kicks to Brogdon. Some nice passing here by Indiana. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. That one on Love.
Boy, you have to admire the physicality Oladipo brings. This guy's exceptional at drawing the defense into him on these shots.
Oladipo hits them both.
Well, you think back to Victor Oladipo and his college basketball being played at Indiana University. So when he gets traded to the Pacers, many thought it was viewed as a homecoming.
And Holiday, here we go. Warren, and stolen by Drummond. Here's Sexton. The shot, no good. Good D by Brogdon. And exceeding expectations in Indiana, Victor Oladipo Doris remade himself as an all-star.
Well, he credits the year he spent playing alongside Russell Westbrook. That relentless attack, that commitment to get better, that commitment to be a threat no matter where you are on the floor. This young man has set the tone between the lines and outside the lines.
Here is Love. After the made shot from Victor Oladipo. The shot by Sexton, no good.
Well, when you've been struggling as he has, you love that your teammates have really stepped up and taken the challenge. Boy, that's one he wishes he could have back, especially against soft defense.
Garland, the rebound by Brogdon.
Oof, ugly start to the second half. They're still scoreless in their first 5 attempts.
Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. Doris, you played, you've coached, you've broadcast, you've done it all in this business. How did you like to be coached when you were a player at the very top of your game?
Yeah, I think one of my favorite things were coaches who challenged me, those who would not allow me to accept the level I was currently at, those who wanted to push me and extend and expand my game. Listen, every player wants to be respected. Every player wants to feel valued. But the great ones to me, the LeBron James, the Kevin Durants, they want to be coached hard. They want you to push them to the greatest possible level they're capable of.
That's great insight. No good that time. The Cavaliers leading by 7. Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Well, Kevin, tampering is a touchy subject, but it's a word we're hearing more often. Teams want to retain their star players, but they know that there's always talk during a season. Now, teams can only express interest in a player when he hits free agency. But players can talk amongst each other freely all season. Star players like LeBron James are tied into their front offices. Some people wonder if there's much of a difference between what the player says and what his team is thinking. Kevin?
Good point, David. Thank you. The Pacers have gotten just one of their first 4 shots to fall since coming out of the locker room at the break. Here's Sampson, takes it up with both hands and rips it down.
And wait to finish and cut into that lead a little bit.
Yeah, but look at the basket guy still shaking. Garland with the bucket. 1:49 left to play in the third. Inside, here's Sampson. Good. And McConnell gets the assist. Sampson's got his second basket.
Well, the defense wants to keep the ball out of that area. Why? Because if it gets in there, most players are going to finish.
There's Garland. Cleveland keeps it going. A new 14-second shot clock.
Another rebound hauled in. They're hitting the glass with a lot of passion.
Got a piece of it. Stolen by Garland. In transition, here come the Cavaliers. To the right side. Here's Windler. And nothing but air on that one.
That's an example of great defense. His teammates love that about him. Always why the shooters struggle against this guy.
Holiday, the pass to Johnson. Lays it up and banks it in. Bitante's got his first bucket in this one. 51 seconds left in the third. Garland dishes to Love. Fires the 3. Second shot opportunity, and it's in there. Garland's got the lead up to 9 now for the Cavs.
Second chance points always hurt. Just not enough effort to block out.
No doubt those extra possessions can really add up against you when you do not take care of the defensive glass.
That's going to be over and back. Not watching for the line that time. Indiana making some changes. Doug McDermott comes in for Jakar Sampson. And Edmund Sumner's subbed in for Aaron Holiday. And then for Cleveland, Tristan Thompson comes in for Kevin Love. And Porter subbed in for Colin Sexton. Now, here's McConnell. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. 5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Here's McDermott. Here's Holiday. The pass to Sumner. Here's McDermott. Offensive rebound, and Justin Holiday picks up the foul. That's his first foul.
Just in a perfect position to grab that rebound and then get the putback.
And Thompson kicks to Porter. Here's Drummond. No good. And so it's the Cleveland Cavaliers heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. Their lead is where it is because they've gotten good shots. A lot of good shots. Right back after this break. Head coach Dave McMillan is...
Defensively, we got to keep these guys in front of us shooting.
And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this fourth period holds in store for us. A moment now to reset the lineups, brought to us by Gatorade, all fueled up here for the fourth quarter. On the court for Cleveland, we've got Thompson. He's out there with Andre Drummond. And it's Windler in at the point. Brogdon. And Thompson sends it back.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category.
Porter, no luck.
Boy, that's too easy to miss, but somehow he finds a way to do it.
Here's Sumner. The shot, no good. Nice D from Porter. Thompson up top. Over in the corner, Osman. And Thompson kicks to Osman. And he can't extend the lead to double digits. Pacers trail by 7. In the corner, it's Brogdon. Over Porter. And the Pacers can't get it to go. Cavaliers shooting 52% from the floor. Nice work so far from them. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Thompson. A moment now to see how the schedule is looking for the Pacers. On Saturday, they'll be matching up with Al Horford and the Philadelphia 76ers. Then on Wednesday, they'll be taking on Klay Thompson and the Golden State Warriors.
You know, some might look ahead at the schedule and start marking off how many wins they'll wind up with, but I think that's a trap. You can't take any nights off in the NBA, and you've got to stay in the moment.
Here's Porter. Thompson. Great positioning on the putback.
And one of the stories of the second half has been all of those second chance points. I mean, they have been terrific on the offensive backboard. And another miss. Whew, he's having a really ugly game.
Yeah, about as ugly as you can have, you're right. Turner with the steal. Warren finds McDermott. Makes it off the glass.
Well, this is one aspect you'd like to see more of from T.J. Warren. We know he's a great scorer. Pretty dime there.
It's hauled in by Warren.
And he saw the play develop, but the pass just wasn't there.
It was a really good thought for sure, but the lob has got to be better than that.
And they continue to control the glass.
Stolen by Warren. Ball stolen. Stolen by Warren. Here's Sumner. Guarded by Porter. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Really the right play defensively. If you can't block, force them to the line.
And some changes here for the Pacers. Oladipo, he's checked in for Doug McDermott. And Aaron Holiday's subbed in for Edmund Sumner.
Probably as close to a sure thing as you can have at the free throw line.
Here's Sexton. Cleveland gets it back. Pass to Osman. The tray. The Cavaliers with a new 14. Just couldn't take the lid off. They had their chances, but came up empty. Some nice passing here by Indiana. Here's Holiday, and it's sent back by Drummond.
A high motor keeps Drummond engaged defensively. He doesn't want to let any shots go in.
I'll tell you, most of the time this guy's going to finish that, but that was tremendous defense that prohibits him from completing the play.
And there's the bucket from Victor Oladipo.
Oladipo, big time moment, that's my moment.
Garland the pass to Sexton. Launches a three. Offensive rebound. Love dishes to Drummond. And even 3-on-3 break. The shot by Brogdon wide open. Yes, and it's Holiday with the assist that time. Holiday's got his third assist on the night. Right wing. Sexton kicks to Love. This is it to Garland. Here's Osman. From downtown. And another miss by Cleveland. take the lead. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two. Darius Garland picks one up.
But you can't allow T.J. Warren to get this close to the cup. Once you do, you have to foul him.
And so he's good on both free throws, and that gives them the lead.
This guy has a reputation for being a great free throw shooter, and you've got to knock him down. He does it here.
Sexton the pass to Love. Sexton kicks to Osman. They need this one. Laces one from three.
So much riding on that shot. What a bucket.
I'll tell you, that changes things, doesn't it? Good job, young fella. What a game.
And tie game. That is a huge basket right there.
Embrace the challenge, T.J. Warren. Big time shot. It's my time.
Yes!
Man, this is why they feed the ball to Kevin Love in these circumstances. He's so comfortable making big time shots.
To the inside and stolen by Drummond. Now Cleveland moving it up. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. Here's Warren. The putback. And Oladipo stays with it. Oladipo's got it all tied up now for Indiana.
Oladipo growing into that clutch player everyone believed he could be. What great poise down the stretch.
Garland the pass to Osman. 16 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Over to the wing. 6 to shoot. Got it!
How does Kevin Love slip away from the defense? Comes up with a gigantic fourth quarter score.
Here's Turner. So it's a narrow win for the Cavaliers, pulling it out. This win, David, thank you as always. And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Greg Anthony, Doris